see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the first down.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a 2nd down and 6. First carry now for David Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 22 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Throwing, Jones. And right away, he lost the football. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Jones. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. that Patriots sideline not happy with what just transpired. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because a leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there for the Patriots.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No. I mean, those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, that's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not every...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Patriots, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On second down, it's Harris, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On 4th down, Jones. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
That's a pretty darn good start to this season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
These two teams all tied after 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, It's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2. They go play action here on first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
take it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Chicago offense set to get started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player? Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 29. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. On 1st down, it's Fields. That ball caught by Campbell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Room past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Jones throwing after the interception. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jones now. A final shot before break. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, Parker, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. Slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive.
And he loses the football a 2nd time, and it's picked up by the Patriots. The 40, past the 20, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery, and he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring that 4th down.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Harris. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. 4th down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on 4th down.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Harris had a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Good with a PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball.
That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Now Jones. Off play action. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those massive.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing. And
that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Patriots are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory
gets by him, and now a little daylight. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On second down, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now here's another carry for Harris, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On fourth down, Jones. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Patriots, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.